Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Elena and I am a homeschooling mama 2-3, and today we're going to talk about what my intro to 2022 and my planner is going to look like. So I say intro because I'm pretty positive this is not how it's going to end up being for the entire year. And I'm just trying to keep it real with myself and be honest and say this is just how I'm starting out the new year, and I'm just going to see if it works and keep using it for however long it works. And then when it doesn't work, we'll switch it up. But last year I was in, for the majority of the year, a classic size happy planner, and I kind of Franken planned some pages in there. And this year I just, I wanted to make do with what I had, and I wanted to see if maybe I could support maybe some smaller-ish businesses at the same time. So I hope that makes sense. So I have a lot of stuff on my planner shelves that I haven't used, and I wanted to make sure that I was using those things up. And then I thought if it didn't work out and these weren't working as well, the things that I have already, then the next place I would look is for some like smaller shops, maybe like printables from Etsy or something like that. But this planner here is an A5 Carpe Diem or Simple Stories. This is an older one. I've had it for years, and so this is one of those things that I just pulled off the shelf, and I thought, let's give this size a go, because coming from a classic size, I didn't know if I could go all the way back down to a like a pocket or a personal size. I just felt like I was going to need way more room still. So let's get in here and see. I will tell you, this is really rough. I just kind of pieced together stuff. I'm not a perfectionist planner. I'm working really hard to just go with the flow. Like I said, use what I have and just be okay with things not being perfect. So if perfectionism is your thing, this is not going to be your thing. But if you want to just make do with what you have and just kind of see different styles and ways you can put together stuff, this might be for you. So in here, I haven't decorated it or anything like that. Like, I haven't added any fun stuff into my pockets here. I probably will, because I like that sort of thing. I just haven't done it yet. On the side, I have the notebook here. If you saw, I will link the video where I kind of put this together, but this was for my fitness, and this is where I'm going to keep it for now. I'm kind of just easing my way back into fitness. I do have a couple ideas to do something different, but it's just a notebook that my mom actually gave to me, and I can't find it. I have looked for it, but I don't know. It looks like something Hobby Lobby might have had, but I can't find it on their website to link it, so I apologize. But this is just a little folder, and then I added in like a little vision board, if you will, or like reminder motivation board. And so I have that there, and that's going to work as my placeholder. So this is going to be able to go down to the gym with me if I need to. It's portable. I don't have to take my whole planner down there, or I could just leave it in here. But like I said, I am going to be doing some other work because I like to track things monthly, but that'll be a later video coming out about my whole new fitness plan for 2022 and how I'm going to start the year with that. Over here is just a folder that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. They came in a set of 4. I have 2 in here, and here are the other 2. They're really cute style, and then it has just a little half sheet here. So I got these on clearance there, and so I just put this one up front to catch any loose papers that I may have, and then that's there. After that, this is a free printable from This is a free printable from Peanuts Planner Co. This is just for like a yearly, it's a fold out, and it's just a yearly kind of thing, because I tend to only put in quarterly papers in for a month, as you'll see. I don't put in the entire year into my planners. I kind of work better on a quarterly system, I found. But sometimes when you're in the middle, say I'm in the middle of January, I won't have July in there or something. And if I have a doctor's appointment or something like that that's coming up that I want to put down, this is where I'll jot that down, so then I can add it later in for myself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because I only have 3 months at a time in my planner of actual like monthly, weekly, daily stuff. If I need to plan ahead, this is the sheets that I'm going to do that on. So that's why these are in here. And then these, I just made some really quick dividers because I'm not sure if the system is going to stay with me for the entire year, or for how long it will work. It may only end up working for like 2 weeks, and I may be like, I can't do this. Or it may end up working out for me, and then I can like laminate and make these a little bit better. But for now, this is just scrapbook paper, and I kind of notched out some tabs. The back side is blank, so I can decorate it if I want, or I can leave it blank and as I laminate it, kind of create a pocket or something. But this first section here is going to be my catch-all. Yes, it says 2021 here, but this will be for the 2022 year. I will link the video also where I take apart the Christian planner. I had a book-bound planner and I didn't use it. I didn't use it as often as I thought I would, but I thought maybe I could use it for this year. Actually, I have the rest of the planner here. So I had purchased this planner, and I really like it, but I can't do a book bound one. I need to be able to add things and take stuff out. And so I took this apart and added it in here. And this is where making do with what you have kind of comes into play. So I think what I'm going to do is just print out maybe a 2022 overview and kind of glue it down on here, or maybe I'll just put some more pictures or something like that. But I kept these pages in because on the other side of them is this really cool Christian year overview, and I really liked it and wanted to keep it in here. So I kept those pages in there, and then following, I'm not sure if I'm going to use these pages, but I have them in here for now. But there's a space to create a vision board, a bucket list for like the current year. This is 2021 because it is an old calendar, so I can always redeed that and sticker it the next 5 years, and then lifetime. Like I said, I'm not sure that I'm going to use these, but if I decide to and wanted to have them in here, you've got room for healthy habit goals and then another goal sheet here. And then we go into the monthly view. So I have not redated this yet. I don't mind redating, so that part doesn't really bug me, that I'll have to come back in and redate it. So that will have to be redated, as well as the weeks. But they have the monthly, and then it goes into the beginning of the month, a monthly finance tracker. Now, I did have a separate budget binder, and I'm trying to figure out if this year I want to add a section to the budget binder in here. I use the Budget Moms printables. I will link, I have a video where I'm actually shared my binder with you, and that's been working out pretty well for us, but I don't know if I want to add it to this planner. I could always print, her paper is made to be on 8.5 by 11, but I could always print like 2 to a page and cut it down, and then it would be half letter. I just don't know if I want to do that, or if I like having it completely separate. But if I want to have it completely separate, at least I have this kind of snapshot view here. And then they have like a coloring page and scripture, and this is what I really kind of love about this planner, is that it has scripture and it kind of just keeps you regularly soaked in the word, and I so need that. And so then it goes into, they have space for you to do weekly devotional and then notes, or if you want to just do brain dump, whatever you want to use here. And then here is their weekly view. So like I said, we'll have to redate some things. They've also got daily habit trackers and stuff here, but I'm going to see if this will work as my layout, or if this layout will work as my catch-all. I just put in, like I said, the first quarter, so I just have January through March in here, and we'll see if it works out. If it works out, I do have the rest of the calendar year, except for I think like 1 week, but we'll make do. We'll figure something out if it works out. The next one here is just another scrapbook paper that I used, and like I said, I just kind of notched out some tabs. They're not the prettiest because I'm not sure if they'll work, but if they do end up working, I may pretty these up, or I may use, and what I mean by pretty is just kind of round the corners, laminated, that kind of thing. But if it doesn't work out, then I won't feel bad. I could always just take this off and use the actual scrapbook paper for something else. Here, this is going to be kind of my homeschool section. Again, this is something that I have a separate planner for, but I kind of need something in here to have at a glance, because this is the one that I'm looking in most of the day. So let me see if I can get you a little more in shot. This is the one that I'm looking at most of the day. I'm in here because the catch-all is in here and just more of our stuff. So I need kind of a snapshot. So these I just printed off from christianbook.com. They had some free printables on their website. And so I printed out 2 to a page. I just picked out 2 pages from their planner sample that I thought would work out, and printed 2 to a page, and then cut it in half. And so these are half letter size pages. what I chose to print out was this weekly organizer and then a weekly planner. What I'm thinking right now, we're not, as of recording, we're not back to school just yet, but what I'm thinking is that this section here will be more for my high schooler. I am homeschooling 9th grade this year. And so he has more projects and more things, more subjects, that kind of stuff than my littles. So I think that this section here will be for him. And then this section here will be for my littles. With my youngest, I kind of reverse plan. And you can catch some of my other homeschool videos if you want to know a little bit more about that. I do have some upcoming stuff with homeschool as well, but reverse planning, we just go back in and kind of write down what we've done for the day. But there are a couple of things that I want to make sure that we're hitting. And so that's why I think this habit tracker is going to come in key for us. And then special stuff I can put here or whatnot. But I'm going to try this out. I only printed out, I only printed out 1, 2, 3 weeks. But actually, if I take this off and put it here, I could have a full month because I'm not going to use this one. I'm not going to use this side for the first week yet. But, and then I do notch out my planner so that I can, or my pages so that I can pull them in and out like that and write a little bit easier and not have to open the rings each time. So this is kind of my homeschool. We're going to see if it works. Everything in here is kind of a, we're going to see if it works thing. So this next tab is going to be for my YouTube. And yes, there are 2 different sizes. So like I said, I'm okay with that. We'll see if like type A kicks in and I'm not okay with it, then we'll switch it up, right? But this is just another free printable from Peanuts Planner Co. You get an overview of the year here, and I will let you know more like in depth how I plan on using each section. I just wanted to give you a quick overview in this video, but you get a quick overview here and then it goes into your monthly plans. And so what I typically do on my monthly ones is in pencil, I will write down what I think I'm going to post, which video I think I want to post for that day. So as of right now, we are posting every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And so I kind of try to keep track of that and put it here so that I know what's coming up. And then these are actually pages from an old Happy Planner that I had, using up what I had again. So these were from a timed vertical. I don't think that I'm really going to use, in fact, I know for sure I'm probably not going to use these timed portion at all. I'm just kind of playing around with the layout and see if this will work for me. For this year, I was using a dashboard layout and I really like that. And then for a little while, I was using more of a kind of bullet journal type. So I may end up going back to that, but I know I have quite a few pages of this, so I wanted to see if I could make this work for me. So for this week, I'm kind of just trying it out and playing with it. I did end up printing out the month of June because June ended up lining up the dates with January of this year. So I, like on this page, I just covered that little calendar with a sticker. That's what I'll probably do here. Just cover it with a sticker if I want to, and then maybe kind of color block or color code some things in here. But I'm going to try it out and we'll see if it works. Again, if the sizes bother me too much, I can always cut off the numbers here on top and make it a little bit more to size because there's enough room to put the dates next to the days of the week. But I don't know. Again, we'll see what happens. So that's what I have for the YouTube section. And then this section here, it just right now has some grid paper. Again, another free printable from Peanuts Planner Co. I just printed it half letter size, back and front. This is what I'm going to use if our days get a little crazy and I feel like I need a daily page. I can just take one of these out and stick it in the middle of our week. If I feel like one of these days I need more room, or if I just need more room for the week, I could always cut it in half and do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Typically our Fridays are fun Fridays, so I try not to plan too much for that, but I can put it in here and just have a little bit more extra room. But there are days that are just busier than other days, as I'm sure you guys know, or there are days when your just thoughts are busier and more hectic than other days. And so for those days, I like to just map out how our day is planning to go or my goals for the day. Like if we have a lot of appointments or a couple of appointments that just kind of throw our homeschool day off, I will put a little time block and then kind of map out our day of how I would like for it to go. Or like I said, if there's just like a lot more stuff in my mind that needs to get done, sometimes it's easier for me to see the day on a page like this, where I have more room to brain dump of things that I'd like to get done and then just kind of list out what I got done if I feel like I can't fit it in here. So sometimes it just doesn't, my mind just feels like this is not enough space and I need more. So that's what these pages are for, if I want to go ahead and tuck these in and add a couple more sheets in there. So I just have those in this last section here. And then behind that, you can see is where the second folder is. I just tucked another one in here just in case I needed to have another space in there. And this section will also work great if I want to just have a quick brain dump or something like that, or if I just need a notepad. I am thinking of adding another notepad here because there is room. It has a slot right here, so sometimes you just need to add, you just need to scribble something in really quickly into your planner and you don't have like, oh, where do I want to put it or something like that. I don't know if you guys can relate, but sometimes I'm just out and about, or I hear about a book or I hear about something and I just want to jot it down really quickly in my planner, but I don't know if it's going to stay in my planner or go somewhere else. Let me know if this makes sense. So I can always add another pad of paper to have here, or I can use these note pages that I have here. And then I just have one more final tab in case I want to add something else. But for now, it's just kind of working to keep my pages all together to the side. I haven't even added a pen in here yet. Like I said, this is just a really rough kind of put together of how we're going to enter in the year. I'm not too concerned though. I'm trying to take a little bit more laid back approach to it and just see, but I'm trying being the keyword. Who knows? It may end up driving me bonkers and I may switch it up. And that's kind of the beauty of this, is that it's interchangeable and you can switch it up. You don't have to be committed for life, especially in this situation where I'm just using up what I have and mixing and matching and trying to figure out what's going to work best for me. I won't feel so bad saying, if it doesn't work out and I had spent $100 on a full setup or something like that. So that's it. That's what we're going into the new year with. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking your time out and hanging out with me. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Like I said, we put out a new video, or we aim to put out a new video every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We talk about homeschooling, homemaking, a little bit of dabbing into our homesteading dreams, and of course, planners. So if you like that, please be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our chaos. And thanks again for watching.